Okay guys, so we are going to talk about bone throwing today, or what is also called as osteomancy. It's a type of ancient form of divination. It probably originated around the various tribes in Africa, but it is definitely a means of fortune telling of the future or the past or things like that. So let's get into it, guys. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode. My name is Luna. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive tarot reader, and also an intuitive bone thrower as well, which is what we are going to be talking about today. And this is Luna Mystic Tarot. So what is bone throwing? What is it? So osteomancy is also known as bone throwing, which could be seen going back to, and I'm just going to look to make sure that I've got this correct. It says that it probably originated from tribes in Africa, probably. So I guessing it means that they don't 100% know. I do know that Vikings have used this form. I do know that this is a form that is used in probably voodoo, more along the lines of voodoo. So, you know, people would always go to the villages in the old days and they would go see the seers, and most of them would either be blind or, you know, older, decrepit, old women or old men or whatever it would be in some of these shows. And what would be really interesting is that you would see them shake the bones and then they would like throw them out on the table and you'd be like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So yes, so it is a form of a divination tool that we use. So just like tarot is a form of divination, pendulums, as well as dowsing rods. So I use all those forms of divination. So if you guys don't know exactly what a pendulum is, so I actually have a pendulum here, so I'll just kind of show you guys the difference because I know some people don't. So this is a pendulum. It is a form and use of a yes or no question. So you can use, so I have mine here so you guys can see. So you can use bones for yes and no questions. All right, you can use charms. So as you guys see, I have different bits of charms and bones in mine. Do they have to be all bones? No, they can be charms, they can be bones. I think I have just as many bones as I do charms on this plate. So how is it that you get started in bone throwing, osteomancy? What is it that I would say to you guys just starting? So this is definitely something that is very spirit led. And what I mean by that is that anybody who is a psychic or medium of sorts, we use our spirit guides to connect with the other side and connect with spirit and what it is that we have to say. So whether this is readings you do for clients or you do for friends or you just do for fun for yourself, this is definitely a spirit led thing. This is energy. This is energy that we're reading from other people. Okay, so usually my readings, there's a little bit of self-love, love life in here, there's universe, there's negative things, there's transition and changing, there's protection, there's stuff that's laying on our shoulders, things that we need to take care of, wishes and dreams and hopes, past life stuff, things from our childhood, money, jobs, bigger pictures. There's different things, family and friends. So mine mean different things. So what I would recommend doing, guys, is I found this wood board on Amazon. I also found this little thing on Amazon as well. I would find wood mostly so that it's not as easy to break if you're shaking it, because typically you want to shake your jar and then dump them out based on the energy. So what I do is I find things that make sense. So like my piece for the person is this pentacle. If you guys can see it, it's a little small. So is a pentacle. My coin means a job and finances, peace. Okay, so reminiscent on the past. So for me, a shell means past life and stuff, because as a child, I grew up near the beach, about a block away from it. So for me, that means past life. I've got a little bit of obsidian here, which means protection. So you just have to find things that make sense to you. There has to be meaning towards it. This is the key and things that we're focused on right now. This is from 1906. This is from New Orleans. A witch actually owned this. So all of these things mean something to me, guys. So I would find something that means something to you, so that when you're doing readings, you can like put things that mean different things. You can go so in depth with these readings. I definitely will be adding more charms and bones and things with time as I receive things that make sense for my readings, and you can go very deep. You could go so deep. You can do just love readings, you can do just business readings, but for me, I like to kind of do a little bit of everything in everyone's life, because people kind of want to know a little bit of everything. So I really just think getting started is just like tarot. Really just jump into it and just do it. Start practicing readings. Like I said, find things that mean something for each reading, so that when you go into it, you know that this bone particularly means family, and if it's faced this way or that way, it could mean something to you. That's where I would start. Find things. Do you have to have a certain amount of items to start? No, you really don't. You can start very small. You can use them to answer yes or no questions. For me, if the bones touch, it means it's a yes. If the bones are kind of far away, it means a no for me. So, and then a maybe is when they're kind of like facing the same direction. For me is usually maybe. So there are definitely ways that you can use different tools and items. They don't have to be ancient. They don't have to be haunted. You don't even have to use real bones. For me, I do. If you guys are interested, Etsy has a lot of them, as well as Etsy and Amazon have a lot of stuff as well. You guys can just type in bone throwing kits, and people can just send you kits that are already kind of made up, you know? So for me, I got a little bit of a kit. I pick and chose things out of it that meant something to me, but for the most part, I definitely had things that meant something to me, the energy in my life, so that I could do a proper reading. Now, do your clients or people have to know what your pieces mean? Absolutely not. And I always tell each one of my clients or anybody that's getting a reading from me, I always say, you do not have to understand what any of these pieces mean. That is between me and spirit to decipher what this means for you. So just like tarot and the cards have very different meanings, the way that these lay could be very different ways too. So you just have to kind of build that trust. What I would do initially to start is just throw the bones and charms and just see where they land, and do pretend readings until it starts flowing with you, till it gets natural. More practice, the better. It takes 21 days to create a habit, so just start doing some free readings here and there. So that is my tutorial on osteomancy, or what we call bone throwing. I definitely think it is a lost art. Not a lot of people do it. It's something I'm very passionate about. I know that this video was a little bit on the shorter end, but there's not really much to say about osteomancy other than, hey, if you think it's cool, you want to get into it, do it, because it is definitely a different form of reading, something that people don't typically see, and people are very attracted to it. I don't think that there is a lot of spiritual healers or people that are spiritual in general that do this type of reading. So you definitely want to stand out. You want to do something cooler. You want to get people's attention. This is definitely something to do, and it is so personal. And I do feel that osteomancy gets way deeper than normal tarot reading. I know that tarot can mean a lot of things, and I love my tarot. I will never stop doing it, but I just think that this really gets very deep and really helps people find out exactly what is in their life that they need to pinpoint and really work on, and what's expected. So that is how I would get started with osteomancy. It's really not that hard. There's tons of videos on YouTube on how-tos of it. So continue to research. I hope that this video did you guys a lot of good and it was very helpful. If you guys have any comments or questions about osteomancy or what we call bone throwing, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And how you can help support this new channel that I've got going on is like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell for when new videos come out. Also share it to your friends and family members, because this is pretty cool. This is cool stuff. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to find this place is a new spiritual place to come and find out all of your information. Again, my name is Luna. Until next time, you guys stay strange and unusual.